Alright, so this is going to be a very quick video, and I'm just going to, this is mainly aimed at players that are probably sub 1,000, maybe sub 1,200, but every good player knows what to do uh, in this position. And I'm going to teach you Damiano's defense for black and why black should never play this opening. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to kick this off with e4 and then standard e5. This is all normal stuff. Knight f3, typical developing move, hit e5. And then in this position, black makes a blunder and he goes f6. Now this is called Damiano's defense and it is very bad for black. However, if you don't know what to do against it, you're not necessarily going to get a winning position. However, every good player knows what to do here, and the move that you need to become familiar with here is knight takes e5. So why is knight takes e5 good here? Let's think about it. Okay. So yeah, maybe there are some other options. You can play queen e7 or you can do something else, but we're just going to look at f takes e5. So after f takes e5, what does white do? He's just given up a piece for a pawn, but why? There's a reason. So you look over here, you see the evaluation bar is seriously in white's favor. And why is that the case? Because queen h5 check, giving a check on the king, but also hitting this pawn on e5. So there are two moves here. Black can go king e7, or black can play g6. Let's just say g6 is played, queen takes e5 check, and then you end up picking up the rook in the corner and going up significant amounts of material. There's no need to look at these lines. So you block with the queen, you take on h8, he takes on e4, and then simply you can just play king to d1, and white has gained material in this position. So as you can take a look, white has one extra pawn, and white also has a rook for a knight. So he's up 3 points in material, and white will be winning here. And white needs to become familiar with how to attack Damiano's defense, because if you see someone play it, it's completely losing for them, and you need to know how to punish it. So if you go back to this position, after pawn to f6, this is already losing for black. And you need to know that knight takes e5 is a critical move. And the other move that you can probably consider here is what happens if they go queen e7 here. Okay. In that case, you can just go knight back to f3. And I'm not going to suggest anything crazy here. And if they go queen takes e4, they're really going to get themselves in some trouble. You can just develop your bishop to e2, and then your position will just play itself. So let's say black does something like, I don't know, d5. There are all kinds of moves that are going to end up being good for white. White can castle and try and put the rook on the e file, but also there are very simple developing moves like knight c3, gaining a tempo on the queen. And long story short, black is going to be pretty much losing since he's so far behind in development, and white will have a serious advantage here. And this is something that you need to know as you climb the ranks of rating. And so this is mainly meant for people under 1,000, just because no one plays this at the higher levels. But it is very important to know what to do when you see f6, Damiano's defense, and just remember that knight takes e5 is a very good move for white. And that is all. And I'll talk to you guys soon.